Have a question? Maybe you got a mortgage or thinking about getting one, but you have some questions. Got a good man to talk to. He's our first expert guest, Aaron Cashmer with Mortgage Masters of Indiana. Delighted to have you with us, Aaron. First of all, tell us what the interest rates. Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
What's your take?
That's a great way to lead in. Interest rates are at a one-year low.
Wow.
Right, so as of March, we've actually hit a low for the last 12 months. So it is an outstanding time to buy. There's affordable programs out there, low down payment, and then you've also got these, these interest rates that have just gone down. So you've got kind of a perfect storm here of opportunities for buyers.
Something too, people always ask, they're being asked about their credit score.
Yeah.
What is it exactly? Why is it so important?
Well, one of the first things that we do in our consultations is take a look at people's credit. And some of the misconceptions and some of the things that we hear is they'll come in and say, well, hey, my Credit Karma score is this. All right, and then they think their Credit Karma and their FICO score are the same, and in reality, they're not. So there's a different scoring model between Credit Karma and your FICO score. So while it's important to monitor your credit score, I did want to kind of touch on some of the important pieces to a FICO score and some of the different models that go along with that.
What is the primary difference?
Yeah, so the easy one is make your payments on time, right? Everybody understands that. The one thing that people don't understand is 30% of your credit score is made up of credit usage. So one of the things, what I mean by that is, so for instance, if you have a Dillard's card, right, and you can borrow up to $1,000, we want to keep that balance at $300 or less. You want to really be 30% usage. What happens is if you're maxed out, that reflects negatively. Even if you're making your payments on time, you want to keep your credit usage low. That's going to help you increase your credit score and get a maximum credit score, which is obviously going to help your interest rate and ability to purchase a home, as well as autos and other things that credit scores are associated with.
When you're dealing with a realtor, who pays for that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So that's another, again, misconception is real estate agents, if you're a buyer, that is a free service to you. You have somebody in your corner working with you on inspections, negotiations, using their wealth of relationships. So people handymen, inspectors, anybody that you can use. So from a buyer's perspective, using a professional real estate agent is an outstanding choice. I mean, even on a listing side as well, there's so many things that they can provide. And again, from a buyer side specifically, it's a free service.
Aaron Cashmer of Mortgage Masters Indiana is our guest. Okay, you got something called a Masters zero down payment loan or a loan.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah, so a lot of times, when people will contact us for the first time, they have these misconceptions that they have to have 10% down or 20% down. Obviously, you can put as much down as you want, but we also have a program called the Mortgage Masters Zero Down Program. So if somebody comes to us, of course, qualifying credit scores, employment, debt ratios that all work, we could potentially get them into a house with zero down. All right, so it's an outstanding loan program for a lot of times first-time home buyers and things like that, where for years they've been throwing away money renting, where you can get into a house, they're building equity, building wealth, and you don't have to have a down payment. So again, it's a great program for people to give us a call, contact us, let's see if it works. And sometimes those payments are going to be less than renting.
And sometimes who all would qualify exactly?
Yeah, so it's not limited to first-time home buyers, but first-time home buyers are a great demographic that we're looking at there. So with the credit scores, we're looking at a 660 credit score. Talked a little bit about that in the first segment. So then you also have an income limit. So basically 60,000 or below from a household perspective, if they make that, and of course their debt ratios still have to work. Really good candidates for for that program.
Again, talking to Aaron Cashmer, give him a call. The numbers are on your screen. What's one or two misconceptions about mortgages?
Yeah. The first one that I want to start with is Mortgage Masters specifically. So we are a mortgage bank. People think of us as a mortgage broker because we don't have bank in our name. We're not Fifth Third Bank or Old National Bank or whoever you want to use as an example. We're lending our own money. We have 3 in-house underwriters, so we're making responsible decisions for tri-state homeowners that are going to create opportunities for people. But again, with the mortgage bank perspective, we're acting the exact same way as those other companies are. We just don't have bank in our name. Yeah.
But there's other ways that make you unique, aren't there?
There are, absolutely. So we only do mortgages, all right? All of our loan officers have gone through licensing, continuing education, and that's not the same for everybody, all right? So these loan officers that we employ are experts in the field, and there are so many different loan programs that people just have never even heard of. They just simply call in, they get an interest rate from somebody else, they get a term where we're looking at what are your short-term objectives of this house, long-term objectives with this house. PMI, different ways to structure it. There's so many opportunities out there. If you call the right company, Mortgage Masters, we can give you some opportunities.
Best way to reach him, either by phone or website.
That's right. 812-477-8000 is our company, company phone number, and then you can reach us mortgagemastersofindiana.com. Of course, 14 app as well.
You got it. 477-8000, or you put yourself, good man, 746-8540. Or again, go to